Hallo und herzlich willkommen. Das ist Deutsch lernen mit Mike. So hello everyone. Welcome back to another lesson in learning German. Today we're going to go through a brief introduction to the German alphabet, which you can see, listed here. We have a list of the German alphabet, and the word at the top there is Aussprache. Aussprache. And that just simply means pronunciation. So in German you have a pretty standard alphabet, similar to English. You do have the same 26 letters as in English, except we do have a few additional letters, and namely that would be here, the second A right here. That's an A with an umlaut. Over here we have an O with an umlaut, and then right here we have a U with an umlaut, and then the last one would be right here is this funny looking, almost like a B or a beta symbol. It's actually called an SZ, and it's a double S sound. So I'm going to go through the alphabet minus the umlauted vowels first, and then I'll go back and cover those, okay? So when you're going through, and one thing to note, I am not a native speaker, so I try my best to work on my pronunciation. Everyone has a different pronunciation, but one thing to note is that if you can pronounce the alphabet, because of the phonetic nature of German, that'll really help you get through some of those longer words that the German language is so well known for. After we get through the alphabet, I have a couple of slides that include some different examples of some words, and then I'll also include hopefully a few additional examples. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Yeah. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Excuse me. So there you have it. There's the alphabet. So I'm going to go quickly over these vowels, and then the vowel umlauted sounds. So here we have A. That's a normal A sound, right? A. And then we have E. A. E. Good. And here's the O, and then the O umlaut, right? O. O. Ö. O. Ö. And then with the U, we have U. Ü. U. Ü. So this one, my best suggestion for pronouncing that Ü sound, is kind of put your lips together as if you're going to give someone a big old kiss. And then what you're going to do is you're going to push it out from your chest and through the back of your mouth. Or another way is to pronounce, imagine the word keep. You have the two E's back to back there. So you make those two E sounds, and it would be Ü, yeah? So Ü, all while keeping those lips smacked together, right? Ü, gut. Okay, so let's go on to some more umlaut sounds. So here we have U, Ü, okay? So for example, the word Buch, Buch, das Buch, the book. Tür, die Tür, the door. Buch, Tür, U, Ü, Buch, Tür, gut. Then we have A and a Apfel, der Apfel, the apple. Die Äpfel, the apples. Apfel, Äpfel, A, Next one would be O, Ö, schon, schön. Schon, schön. Gut. So that would be schon for already and schön for lovely, pretty, nice. And then our SZ, which is the same sound as the double S. So for example, Straße, Straße, das. If you notice that, the reason why we use an SZ there is, listen to the A sound in the first word versus the A sound in the second word. So we have Straße, das. So here's a long A vowel sound. Straße, die Straße, the street, versus das, or that. Gut. So those are your umlauted vowels. Ü, Tür, Äpfel, Ö, schön, and then the SZ, Straße. Notice too that the Ü umlaut and the Ö O umlaut are somewhat similar, but this one's a little bit more emphasized. Gut. In German, there is also things called diphthongs, yeah? Diphthongs. For example, not only do you have to know the importance of pronouncing the alphabet phonetically with a word, but you have certain letter combinations, right? For example, I and E together. E and I together. So here are two different words, okay? And I guess the easiest solution would be to think of how you would pronounce these two words in English. And that might help you with these two vowel combinations. So an IE together, okay, is, and then an EI together for that matter. You're going to take the second vowel in each of those, okay, and you're going to pronounce them the same way you would in English. So that would be an E, that would be an I, right? So, excuse me. So we have Bier, das Bier, und Wein, der Wein, right? Bier, Wein. Das Bier, the beer, der Wein, the wine. Gut. Then we have this one right here, an A and a U together. All right, and then we also have an A with an umlaut U right next to it. All right, so an A and a U, well, how would that word sound in English, do you think? Haus. That's exactly right. So the A and U together is au, Haus, das Haus, right? The house. And then we have that sound right here with the umlaut over the A, and that's going to be an oi. Okay? Häuser, die Häuser. So das Haus, die Häuser. So the house, the homes. Gut. And then kind of similar with that theme of the oi sound would be the E and the U together. That makes an oi sound, just like the A and the U with the umlauted A in Häuser. Right? For example, the word neu or new, neu. So we have Bier, Wein, Haus, Häuser, neu. And my cursor got a little ahead of me there. So now we have the CH going together, and so this can cause some difficulty sometimes, but over time it'll all start to make sense. So we have the CH together, which follow the vowel I. Okay, and so this word we would pronounce as ich. Ich. Okay, so that C and H are really soft, kind of like your ich, keeping your tongue almost on the bottom of your mouth, and you're pushing the C and the H out very softly. Ich. When ich is the pronoun, the first person pronoun for I. Pardon me. Then we also have freundlich. Freundlich. Okay? So again, it's the same, similar sound as in ich. Freundlich. Friendly. Now with it at the beginning of the word, okay, it's going to be the same sound, maybe even a little bit softer, but it's about the same. Chemie. Chemie. Ich, freundlich, Chemie. Chemie meaning chemistry. Gut. Then we have it on the end here, and it's followed by the vowel U. So this is going to be pronounced Buch. Buch. Das Buch. So German kind of gets a bad name for being a harsh sounding language. It can sound harsh at moments, but not all the time. So here, it's kind of like a soft gargle, is what I've found in some explanations before. So it's kind of be like a buch, buch, okay? And I'm just saying that as an emphasis, right? Buch, das Buch. So if I said it normally, das Buch, Chemie, freundlich, ich, right? Buch, das Buch, gut, okay? Then we have the I and G together, okay? So depending also, this is another one of those things, and again with all these, not one native German speaker is going to say these the same. Okay, some of them sound the same always, some of them sound different always, so it really just depends on who's doing the talking, and another thing is where they're doing the talking. So that, and when I say that, I mean different regions have different pronunciations of some things. A lot of it has to do with dialect, and so that's a whole other topic to get into. But here we have the ing sound. So the standard High German or Hochdeutsch pronunciation of this is going to be similar to the ch that you'd see in ich, okay? And there you have it, ich, okay? Like the number 40, 40, okay? And that's 40. Some people, particularly in the South, would pronounce that 40, 40, okay? So if you're going with the High German standard, it's going to be 40. But if you're in the South and you hear 40, well, in my opinion, there's really nothing wrong with that. So it's really just a matter of how comfortable you are pronouncing that, okay? And then we also have this König, der König, the king, okay? Or der König, König, gut, okay? And that's the end of that slideshow, but I wanted to possibly come up with a few other ones too that we might come across, and that's going to be okay, an S and a P starting off a word, an S and a T starting off a word, and an S and a C and an H starting off the word. So for example, we have this right here. When you have an S and a P starting off a word, as in, let's just do the country Spanien, okay, and in Spanien they speak Spanish, Spanien, Spanish, gut. So Spain and Spanish, but we don't pronounce that the same way we would in English. It's going to have that kind of that sh sound as if you're telling someone to be quiet or to shush someone. Spanien, Spanish, gut. Okay, and similar when you have an st at the beginning of a word. So we'd already learned the word for street, right? So let's just go ahead and do that again. All right, and that's going to be Straße, Straße. So again, an S and a T, similar to the S and the P starting off a word. Okay, he's going to have that sh sound. Instead of sp, it's going to be st. Yeah, Straße. Sehr gut. Okay, and then as we learned in the language Spanish, okay, an S and a CH together are going to have that sh sound. Okay, just like the word Schule. Schule. Die Schule, the school. Excellent. Schule. Wunderbar. Okay, another that we might see, I'm going to go ahead and add another page here and get back to my pen mode, and that's going to be, pardon me, it's going to be a K and an N together. So we would want to pronounce that in English with as just the N sound, right? The K would be silent. Well, in German it's a little bit different, and that's going to be Knie, Knie, das Knie, and that would be, well, the knee. Wunderbar. Okay, so that is your lesson, short lesson on pronunciation. Okay, I will keep you all posted next time for the next segment. Viel Glück und viel Spaß beim Deutschlernen.